And when you look at Mike Matzek returning back to the fold here eventually, it brings out the roster to 20 players. You still have 3 players with the likes of Brent Ponich, with Ray Canisto, and, of course, Jeremy Blaine. You mentioned their scenario still trying to battle out a playoff spot. But 20 players, and they get everyone healthy. Guys like Justin Taylor that missed the last couple of games. Ben Wilson back into the fold. You get Wes Myron, who really hasn't played a lot, trying to come back from an injury. It's almost like training camp all over again, but in a very high-tech way. This is probably the healthiest you've been all season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's nice to have that opportunity going into the playoffs to make those decisions and have healthy scratches and have decisions to make in your lineup. And when that's the case, this group of gentlemen has made it very tough for us as a coaching staff to find out who's going to play and who's going to get the ice time even. You know, there's guys that are very capable to play in all situations, whether it's power play or penalty kill. So it's going to be that inner competition that we want, which we feel breeds success.
Greenville's a team that you guys beat twice in the regular season, but both of those games were early in December, and both teams' rosters will look a lot different from what we saw back then. This is a team, you talk about AHL affiliates. Their teams did not make the postseason, which means they get a lot of guys back as well. This is going to be high-caliber hockey.
Yeah, this is a team that plays, Greenville plays a rough-and-tumble game, straight-line game. They compete hard. They got great goaltending, solid defense core, a good mix on the back end of a skill and stature. And then up front, they have those 3 lines that can contribute. So, they're a pretty solid hockey team. And you look at the fact that, they're going to be well-coached. Both their coaches are successful guys. Dean Stork, obviously, being an assistant first and winning a championship, and then doing a great job in Greenville since he's taken over. And then Dwayne Zinger played in the National Hockey League, and he's had some success himself. So both defensive-minded coaches, guys that are both defensemen when they were playing. So their team's going to be able to take care of their zone. So you're going to have to really pay a price to try and score goals against these guys.
The first few times the K-Wings were in the ECHL postseason, round 1 was a best of 5. Best of 7, there's still no room for error, but it gives you a little more room than compared to the best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, I like the best of 7 myself. I feel that's just the tradition, and that's the way it should be. You should have to battle through and try to make things happen and win those 4 games. So, it's going to be a war against these guys because of the type of team they are, and it's playoff time. You look at the parity in the conference, you look at the fact that Florida was 10 games over 500 and doesn't make the playoffs. So that every team that does make it has a great record, has had their ups and downs as a hockey team, and they're going to be completely healthy over there on their end by the looks of it, and they're going to have all their affiliate players back. So it's going to be a true test, and when they did have that during the regular season, Greenville, they were one of those teams that was clipping along at a high pace and a high win rate. So it's going to be a battle rate from opening day and Friday night here, and we're very excited.
Final 2 questions. One goes back to their physical nature of playing at a smaller ice rink. Does that help them in this series?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're a team that's not going to be worried about that. I think they'll probably enjoy it. They're going to try and play with physicality. We know that. And, so are we. We're going to finish our checks. We're going to try and keep our noses dirty, and we're going to try and play whistle to whistle. And if we can do that and play disciplined and execute our game plan, we should be successful.
With the K-Wing captain, Elgin Reed, all season long you guys have played to get to this point to try to get a chance for the top prize in the ECHL. The first stop is against Greenville. What do you know about the Road Warriors?
Not much. We played them a couple of times earlier in the year. I know we won twice, but they were hard-fought battles. They're a hard-working team, big defense, good goaltending. So it's going to be a battle, but we're looking forward. We're excited to get going here tomorrow night.
Both teams head into the playoffs not playing their best hockey as far as the last 3 weeks, but a lot of that could be roster spots for both guys. A lot of their main players are in the AHL. That can't be said anymore. What does it say about the ECHL? It seems like October and April in particular, the rosters become outstanding.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get guys down from the American League, obviously, with the playoffs, and there's a few guys we won't get back, unfortunately, that we'd like to have back, but that's part of playing in the East Coast League is you need to be able to adapt. When you lose guys to call-ups and injuries, like any other league, you need guys to step in and fill different roles. And for the most part, I thought we did a great job at that all year.
With Justin Taylor, as the K-Wings get set for the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, Greenville the opponent, you haven't seen them in a while. Do the games even matter back in December for either team? You guys won both of them, but both rosters seem to be so different.
When you look back, you got to take a little bit of positive and a little bit of confidence going in. Obviously, beating them twice on their home ice there, but like you said, the rosters have changed substantially on both sides. So we can't take them too lightly. They had a fairly strong record as well.
You guys have played so well in this building. They're a physical team. They're going to try to take advantage of the small ice surface. For a team that hasn't played here all year, is that easier said than done?
Definitely easier said than done. A lot of people I've spoken to are one of the hardest rinks to play in because it is a little close-knit, a lot of hard hitting, and a lot of fast-paced hockey.
Talk about close-knit, that also describes your locker room. A lot of guys coming back, but a lot of old friends in essence, not a lot of surprises coming in, and you're one of those guys coming back. You've been battling injuries, missing the last couple of games. How ready is this room to try to get ready to get through the quarterfinals and keep marching up?
Well, I think the big thing is we got to come in with a good, strong mind, and make sure we don't take these guys too lightly. They got a strong 3, 4, 5 forwards there, and obviously we come in playing man for man and pound for pound. We should be able to squeeze out 4 wins.
In your playoff career so far, you've had very good success team-wise, getting to the highest level possible. When you look in this room and in this team, does this have the possibility of getting to you at least to that part of where you've been in the past and maybe even further?
Oh, absolutely. We got a good, strong core group of guys here. Everyone seems to be pulling their weight, and everyone's eager to start.